It just didn't work out from Sam Darnold. Was it Sam Darnold? Was it Sam Darnold, Zach Wilson, Aaron Rodgers? And I think now he's out.
White.
Man, I only want to go down the list of like backups that he had to coach because I think this was one of the reasons. And I know you're going to address it too because, again, this goes back to the debate that started. It's kind of funny. It sparked while we was doing the segments for all the teams about when the Jets got to play the Texans. And we going to see who's the better of the two coaches because one of them had to deal with this, I would say, this cyclone of a mess that he was dealt. But it was announced, I would say, earlier today. I don't know the exact time,
like
but
10,
it was
15, like one time.
I think it was right after he said that he was going to demote the offensive coordinator and promote another person to call in plays. As soon as he stepped down from the podium, the owner said, "Hold on, let me holler at you for a second. So what you just did, don't even worry about it. Pack your bags and come with me." Robert Saleh was announced that no. One more thing that he said too from Monday morning, and I quote: "He told reporters, I'm not panicking. Nobody in this building is panicking." And 24 hours later, after that comment, he was demoting the offensive coordinator. And then he was told, instead of panicking, pack it on up. Now, Joe, was this the right move?
No. For Robert Saleh, yes. If I'm Robert Saleh, it's like one of them jobs you be like, whew, thank you. Because guess what? I mean, making $583,000 a month and watch how it fall in the dirt anyway. Because he wasn't a problem, Tomo. Now, we did compare him to the Nico Ryan. Last time I checked, he picked his whole coaching staff. Last time I checked, Robert Saleh didn't want Nathaniel Hackett. Robert Saleh didn't want Aaron Rodgers for real. That wasn't his decision. That was the owner. I mean, we had this talk before, Tomo.
I wasn't gonna say I had it in the back of my mind to bring it up, but I said I know Joe gonna say it, so I'm gonna chill.
The owner stepped in, and that's why the Jets are always the Jets. I'm sorry, you're a Jet fan. This don't solve your problem. Last time I checked, the defense outside of the first game against the 49ers, pretty good. Last time I checked, right? But Joe, no, the Vikings didn't do good. Trust me. Don't forget, the Vikings got a pick six. Don't forget that. That's why they scored over 20 points. They got a pick six. And they kicked a bunch of field. They got one touchdown. The Vikings got one touchdown on the Jets. The problem is the offensive side of the ball. And Salah has nothing to do with that. Like I said, that's the thing. The reason why they got the thing on Hackett is because of Aaron Rodgers. Come on now. Like, they got the same amount of points and the same amount of wins from last year with Zach Wilson. Garrett Wilson has been more productive with Zach Wilson. So my whole thing is he's not the problem. He's a scapegoat. That's what he is. He's a scapegoat. But we're going to see because they got the Buffalo Bills on primetime television, and this new head coach, who is a former defensive coach, supposed to be the spark for this game. So we're going to see because the defense was still lights out, and that's without Hassan Reddick, without Huff. When they had Huff last year, if Reddick supposed to replace him, it was out Hassan Reddick. Now the owner backing Hassan Reddick to show up. So that was a bad move. If you're going to fire him, you should have did it before the season, not in week 5. Come on now. Go ahead, Tomo.
Hold on, I was looking at my phone because I put my phone on vibrate because when we doing the show, somebody was trying to call me. I thought it was an emergency, but I guess it was just it was my boy Hassan Reddick. He said, "I ain't showing up there. You done got rid of the quarterback. What I'm showing up for? I can't trade me back to Philly, so I'm really not showing up." That was funny because as I was watching this all play out and we seen the tweets because we get the notifications, I said, "Okay, he got fired." Well, we all know why he got fired. Aaron Rodgers. Jets traded for Aaron Rodgers. It's like, well, we're gonna bring him in because it's Aaron Rodgers, right? Like that's just what it is. Like imagine Mahomes on his way out towards the end of his career and the team won him. You're gonna do what Mahomes want because it's like, bro, Mahomes is Mahomes. Technically, Mahomes won more Super Bowls, so you probably bring back, you probably give Mahomes the Brady treatment with Tampa Bay. Oh, you say you want your old tight end? All right, Gronk can come down here. You want your coach? We can probably try to find a way to get Bill on the staff if Bill want to get here. But the Jets was like, we're not gonna do too much for A-Rod. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get your offensive coordinator because it seemed like you had fun when he was around. Now, one person that's smiling right now, even though he is in Dallas and dealing with a whirlwind, Mike McCarthy sitting back and doing that Shannon Sharp meme. I told y'all. I thought it was me. I thought it's him. Like you said, Robert was the scapegoat. How can you tell me if the offense is this bad with one of the best quarterbacks in the league, I got to get fired as the head coach? I thought the offensive coordinator was supposed to go.
Facts.
Now, everything you said about the Giants, Joe, this is what happens when the owner steps in. I'm with you on this one because I feel like the owner was sitting back and saying, like, I thought we were supposed to be good.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we got one of the best defenses. I was trying to go get Devontae Adams. We went and got one of the best pass rushers from the NFC East. Uh, Technically, the owner needs to be firing the GM also, not just the head coach. Because one, he traded for somebody and didn't have a contract for him. You brought Aaron Rodgers in, and then after 4 snaps, you seen that he was kind of old. So you should have been having a contingency plan there. And again, Robert Saleh was what? A defensive coordinator with the 49ers, right? That defense was still making plays. I'm looking at the schedule and I see a few games where one, they spanked the Patriots. They only
How
had
many
three
points they
points.
allowed?
3 points. When they played the Titans, again, I mean, they won that one. How many points did the Titans have? 17. If you look at the 49ers, 19. They lost to the Broncos, but how close was that game? That was a 9-10 game. You telling me this defense didn't allow over 20 points in the first 5 weeks? That means that something's working. I'm looking at the. I'm gonna take a shot here, Joe. So be prepared. I'm looking at the Cleveland Browns, who's dealing with almost a similar situation, and we know what their quarterback is. It's like the defense can only do but so much. So why you fire the coach? I think you should have got rid of that offensive coordinator and then had a conversation with your franchise quarterback saying, like, look, man, you probably got 2 years left. This was bad. This is bad. Right, I'm with you on that one though. Right move for Robert because now he can go somewhere and be happy. Wrong move for the Jets.
Hey, Kyle Shanahan on that phone right now. Hey, come back, please, 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 please.
I know one owner need to be on the phone. Jerry need to be on the phone. We need.
I mean, at the last 2 games, I mean, I looking like a good defense. You know, I'm just.
I ain't saying fire them. I'm saying put both of them in the room.
Oh, Salah like, nah, give me. I need to be a DC. But Tom, real quick though. Now look, I understand the owner perspective from this perspective, right? Now, the only thing from this perspective I'm about to give you, I'm only mad for he should have did one thing before he made a decision. But if his plan is this, if you got Aaron Rodgers, then we supposed to go all in this year. I'm blowing it up regardless. If we don't do nothing big this year, I was going to fire Robert Saleh anyway. I was going to move on from Aaron Rodgers anyway, right? If that's his mindset, then I get it. He's like if the quarterback wants the coach out, let's get the coach out. And if it don't work, we not bring you back next year, quarterback. We're going to start. We're going to blow this thing up. But like you said, Nathaniel Hackett, because he said he didn't talk to him about Robert Saleh, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he didn't talk to Robert Saleh about. I talked to Aaron Rodgers about Robert Saleh.
Yeah,
I would have went to Aaron and said, Aaron, listen, listen, you our guy. We gotta either give up Salah or Nathaniel Hackett gotta go because his offense ain't moving. Which one is no? I would have been like, we gotta get rid of Nathaniel Hackett. What do you think about that? Now Rodgers would have said, nah, get rid of Salah. You know what? We going all in on Aaron Rodgers. We're gonna get rid of Salah, but if it don't work out, you going to next year. We ain't bringing you back. So if that's his mindset, then I would get it because if you're gonna blow it up anyway, I guess do what you got to do, to see what happens. I mean, what you got to lose now? But we all agree that it should have been a thing with Hackett. Like seriously, it should have been him because the offense is terrible.
It should have been him because the offense was terrible last year when A-Rod got hurt. And what was all the commentators doing? Giving them an excuse and saying what his offense probably looks like that because it was built for Aaron Rodgers. So
now Aaron Rodgers here.
Yeah. Hey, but what about the backup? He was there all offseason. So you saying that he didn't know the offense? This offense was only schemed up for Aaron Rodgers only? Like that made no sense to me. So yeah, I think not Robert. I think Nathaniel Hackett should have got the hatchet. I was watching Martin, man. But
right.
we got our good man CTC back here. Let's see, CTC, you want to chime in on this or?
I basically agree with y'all saying it should have been the thing Hackett over Robert Salah. So.
You went straight to work, my man.
I mean, you asked.
You right.
You asked, so. You asked the question, I answered. But yeah, I think it should have been the thing Hackett too. You're not even giving Salah a full year under a Jets team with Aaron Rodgers being healthy. I don't think that was fair to Salah. He never really had an opportunity to show what the Jets team can do, and it's growing pains is going to happen with teams. And to be honest, I don't think the Jets are losing games because of Salah. I know the defense ain't been playing up to par, but I wouldn't blame Salah. I thought it should have been Nathaniel Hackett as well.
See, well, I mean,
So look, is it Salah or is it Salah?
Oh, I mean, I guess it's one of those things like Kelsey and Kels. We don't know until they tell us.
man, I'm about to say Robbie S. I ain't gonna be like A-Rod. I'm like, yeah, Robert. He was like, you mean Coach Robert? He's like, no, me and Robert have a great relationship. I was like, that was the sign right there.
The sign was against the Patriots when he pushed them.
Man, get off me, man.
That was wild.
Oh man. Well, I mean.